Welcome back to GameSpot's coverage of E3 2015. It's day 3, and I'm really excited about this next one. We've got Mark here from TT Games, and we've got John from WB Games showing us LEGO Dimensions. Guys, thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure.
What have you put on my lovely clean table? You've put some stuff on it.
Yeah, we've put actual LEGO minifigs. And these are
amazing.
all part of the gaming experience. So these are all real, genuine LEGO figs that interact with the game. So as John's playing through now, anyone you want can just be popped onto the toy pad once the cutscene's obviously finished.
Yes.
And drop down into the game.
Oh. So we just put Marty McFly on, and we can just see. Oh, Homer between a rock and a hard place. I think, like, the thing for me is that I couldn't really imagine a world where a big company like Warner Brothers is able to get all of this stuff together and make it work for everyone. And LEGO as well. It's just sort of like all these amazing brands coexisting in the same place, because we're so used to everyone having their own thing. Yeah. And now everyone's together.
Yeah, so it's kind of the cool thing. When you take these franchises and we put the LEGO sheen on them, it's just a bit more fun and people seem more able to accept that, even though it's, as you said, absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You sort of saw it a little bit in the LEGO movie.
Yeah.
But now we're just taking it to the next level and just throwing things in from all across popular culture.
So let's talk a little bit about, so this is the toy pad.
The toy pad, yeah. So this is our new technology. It was designed from the ground up.
Yeah.
So our creative director, John Burton, he started thinking about this whole idea about 8 years ago.
Wow.
And he's waited for the technology to finally get to a place where the vision of all the designers and him could come together. So this was done from the ground up, so you can have 7 characters at once.
And so that just means that within the game you can just swap between any of one.
Yeah, any you want. So you can have any character, any vehicle, any gadget, all 7 of them in any level at any time. There's just no rules and no boundaries. The way we thought about it was, you know, if you have a toy box at home as a kid,
yeah,
you don't keep them all separate.
No.
You mix them all up and you play, and you end up with a Barbie with an Action Man top on.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how it is. So why shouldn't you be able to do that in the game? And that's how we've gone forward with this.
So see, Gandalf's kind of got top billing. Is that his position kind of special compared to everyone else, or is it just to
He's
look
a wizard.
real good?
No. So the centre bit on the toy pad. So one of the cool things we've got here is the vehicles. Now, when you buy your starter pack, you get a Batmobile, which is really cool. It's bricks, you build it. But as you progress through the game, you get to rebuild it 2 other times. And the bricks are all in that set. So you'll be shown digital build instructions. You just keep building and rebuilding and trying again and again and again. How
do you mean by building? Is it like when you smash a puzzle in a LEGO game and you hold down the action button, it builds? Or are you talking about like when it was in LEGO Hobbit and you have to select the right pieces
I'm
and build it
talking
that
about
way?
taking the toy.
Oh my God, actually building?
Yeah, breaking it into little pieces again and rebuilding it into a brand new toy and putting that into the game.
That's amazing. I was stuck in like a virtual space.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, it is still an actual toy.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing. We're trying to blur the lines between digital and physical. So your Batmobile upgrades the next time to the Bat Blaster.
Yes.
And that is the exact same bricks in that were in that. So there's no change.
Okay.
And then it goes again, and you continue to upgrade and find new ways and new exciting ways to play.
So let's talk a bit about the level that you're showing off today. It's Aperture Science.
LEGO Aperture Science.
LEGO Aperture Science.
It's another one of those things. I mean, Valve are kind of the masters of storytelling in video games.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. And it's kind of a privilege for them to let us dive into that world and do anything. So the first time you see a LEGO GLaDOS come down from the ceiling and start interacting with people, or maybe get misled by Wheatley.
Yep.
It's an exciting as a gamer and a fan. It's really a cool place to be.
I mean, so you mentioned earlier that the original voice actors are back, which is, again, another amazing thing.
Yeah.
So what was it like kind of writing for that?
Well, luckily, we have got such talented writers there who really sometimes you just think, yeah, you should be writing scripts for, the big guys, but we'll keep you here. That's fine. We'll lock you to the desk and you just keep going. And it's really cool. And you see the cutscenes they've done for the first time. You go, that's really funny. You can watch it again and again. It's just going, It's like a comedy show.
Yeah.
So it's really good to see. And like things like the portal level you can see here, that's actually in the starter set. So although you can purchase like a Lego shell.
Oh, she's even got a little portal gun.
Which is, she has a Lego portal gun.
Yeah.
You won't need to get her to be able to experience Lego Portal. There's like 9 levels and a boss fight, 9 sections and a boss fight, all based around Portal. It's a huge experience just in the starter pack.
I mean, is it not kind of difficult to have to write? I mean, you're writing your own game, your own story, you have to have that, but you also have to make it authentic to the original IP.
Yeah. It helps that we're all geeks. And we've all played Portal through more times than we can count. It's the same with all the films. I mean, you can't count how many times we've watched some of these movies. You can skip around the office to the sounds of The Wizard of Oz every day, literally jaunting down our Lego brick road. Yeah, it's really cool. We kind of throw ourselves in so far into these universes that we make it as special as we can.
Oh, sorry, I'm just watching Shell here place portals, and it's adorable Lego portals.
Exactly. The idea is, if you're a fan of Portal, you will love this game. If you're a fan of Lego games, you'll love the game. We're trying to provide something for everybody.
Because you can see like the puzzles, like it's the typical Lego puzzles, but it's like a completely new twist on it.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the other IPs and stuff. So I mean, on the table here we've got Scooby-Doo, we've got The Wizard of Oz, Back to the Future, Lord of the Rings, Batman, Lego Movie. How do you choose?
Wow, that's a good question. Usually choosing is just a case of, that's a cool film.
Yeah.
Let's have a play around with that one. Does it work? Yeah. I mean, it's like Ghostbusters. You kind of think, would that work as Lego? Let's find out. Yeah, it works. Great. There we go. And it's funny, it's humorous, and we've grown up watching these films.
Yeah.
One of the things we found when we was doing like Lego Lord of the Rings, we was offering an entry point to kids into this world, this huge pop culture franchise. And now we thought, okay, let's take that to the next level. Because all these films, like Wizard of Oz is a really old film now, but it still resonates with the older generation. Let's bring the kids in as well. Let's bring them and they're asking questions. It's really a good place to be in.
It's kind of nice because also for older players who know and appreciate the IP, it's kind of like hitting the nostalgia for them, but providing, as you said, like a really good entry point for younger gamers.
Yeah. So now when a kid goes into a store and says, Mum, Dad, can I have the latest Lego game? The mum and dad can look at what's on offer and go, oh, yeah, but you've got to get the Ghostbusters level back.
You need to get the Wizard of Oz. That's my favorite movie.
Yes, exactly.
So who are we swapping in now?
Now we're putting in Wildstyle from the Lego Movie.
Oh, wonderful. So, I mean, are there not restrictions on? So obviously, some characters are going to be able to do things that others can't.
Every character has their own ability.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, that's what we need, something that makes them special. But every character, vehicle and gadget will go anywhere. You can drop them in at any time, in any place. There's nothing to stop you. There's no rules or barriers. There shouldn't be. It's playing with toys.
Yeah, it's playing with toys.
And of course, as we all think, you can play with your friends, like any Lego game before, co-op play. It's just fun for all the family. The only thing is, I don't envy the people who are going to argue about which character's which. So, you know, Shell may lose a head a few times, but that's cool because they're actual minifigs. Just pop it back on.
Oh wow! I'm sorry. I'm just sort of like in a Portal nostalgia fest here, because
cool.
like. Is there any restriction on what you can't do with it?
No. Valve and all our IP holders across the board, they've kind of seen what we're about. They've seen our previous games, and they know we're going to treat the brand with such authenticity and love.
Yeah.
They're just like, show us what you're going to do. Go and have fun with it. I mean, that's what it's all about, fun at the end of the day. And if kids, adults, and everyone enjoys it, then I think everyone's happy.
So how does the game kind of work? Is it this sort of hub world kind of thing we're used to from Lego Batman 3, or from Lego Lord of the Rings, for example? We have the map, and you can select the world. How do we get from, say, the Portal world to another?
So we have like an overworld called the planet Vorton. And that's where our heroes jump through for the first time. So we have a new bad guy called Lord Vortek. He's trying to reshape the universe in his image, pretty lofty. And so as the heroes are pulled through into that vortex, they find a brand new Lego gateway, which will be displayed on the screen. And from there, they can jump off into all these zany different adventures. So they may jump into a Doctor Who level, or they may jump into a Simpsons level or a Scooby-Doo level. You just don't know. And again, that's all part of the starter pack.
So, I mean, personally, which is your favourite of the packs?
I get shouted at because I say it too much, but it's Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
I'm British, so it's sort of
it's
ingrained
heritage.
in us.
It's the British
Exactly.
thing.
It's our humour. So the first time you see a Lego Peter Capaldi jump out onto the screen with his Lego Sonic screwdriver, it's just like all your Christmases come as one. And then he starts arguing with a Lego Batman. What's not to love?
So we touched on Lego Batman there. Is it going to be the Lego Batman, or is it going to be the Lego movie Batman?
Well, worlds are colliding, so why not have both? But I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah.
You'll have to get the game to find out.
If Will Arnett's in it,
yeah,
I'm just going to cry. I love that guy. So let's talk a little bit about the puzzles. So we're trying to get the evil Lord Vortex, who's trying to shape the world in his image. I mean, what a guy. How have all our heroes kind of they've just found the common ground and they're all banding together to stop him?
So when he decided he wanted to shape the world in his image, he started opening these rifts, all different worlds across the board. And as he opened these rifts, some of the heroes' friends were accidentally pulled into them. So he opened one in Gotham City, and poor Robin was just whisked away.
Oh.
Batman went after him, and then they find themselves in Barad-dûr with Frodo being lost. And then they find themselves in Cloud Cuckoo Land with Metalbeard going missing. So it's all, okay, well, we need to get our friends back. Let's team up here and see what we can do about it.
So what's happening right now? That's the incineration. Wait, you're not going to incinerate more companion cubes, are you?
We may. Listen, if you love the games, you're going to find something that references it in here.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that I always love about Lego games is that when you guys delve into an IP, you really, really delve into an IP. Whether it's by having obscure characters or just references. And I think a lot of it's great now that it's voiced. So imagine that adds a lot more scope for jokes as well.
Oh, yeah. The cool thing is, I mean, you touched on it, like having these characters that no one's heard of for years, and there's just like a single line in a Wikipedia entry somewhere. It's like, yes, we have to have that one in the game just for the one fanboy in the back of the booth. And that's cool because, as I said, we're all geeks and we love this stuff. And putting it all together and getting to play in these amazing sandboxes is just so exciting.
So if I took, for example, my Gandalf to a friend's house, are there any attributes that would be on my Gandalf, or is it just taking the character?
So the character will just be the character, so he comes with all his abilities as standard. Yeah. But the vehicles, if you upgrade your vehicle, that can go over to your friend's house. So you could go over to your friends and show off that you've got a mighty bat blaster and he's not. And then it's like, well, I'm not telling you how I did that. You have to find out for yourself.
Yeah, lazy.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Learn it for yourself.
So what comes in the starter pack?
So the starter pack is Batman, Gandalf, Wildstyle, a Batmobile, the Gateway, toy pad, and of course a standard TT game. Yeah. You know, you're going to play through a story in the starter pack which is completely comparable to everything we've done before. There's no scrimping on content, there's a lot in there. By getting the additional characters and expansion packs, you can keep going and going and going, and it becomes something that's going to take a while.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the kind of comparisons that are going to be made to Disney Infinity and Skylanders. With Disney Infinity, it was like you have the discs, like to add extra things into the game. How are you guys going to add extra toy sets and things in? Is it just going to be downloadable content, or is it going to be...
So later on, most of it will come as a download. So we put on the boxes, internet required, because we do want to keep this as a long-term proposition. We don't just want you to buy this and then buy another one next year and then buy another one the year after. We want this to be like a console under your TV that sticks with you for the long haul and keep going and going and going and see what new things we can do and new surprises. So one day you may turn on your console and something radically different's happen. Who knows?
Yeah. So I mean, I assume you've been playtesting this loads. Have you given it? What are the kids' reactions to it?
Well, I don't know if it's just too much sugar, but it seems like they're pretty hyper. We have kids coming to the office, playing the game, and usually it's just like, is that Scooby-Doo? And then it's like, well, yeah, and then they just run around breaking things up. It's really weird because kids play games completely different to adults.
Yeah.
So like if we show an adult the Wizard of Oz, they just walk straight down the yellow brick road. It's like, oh, this is really cool. Where kids, they're just like, yeah, I'm going to jump in Benny's spaceship and fly all over the place and shoot all the flying monkeys. And it's great because the game caters for any way you want to play it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I kind of play Lego games. Oh, we've got Scooby-Doo in here now. Is that sorry, just the animation. It just reminds me of the cartoon.
That's part of what we do.
Yeah, it's just sort of an amazing way of encapsulating and finding the core of the character and just displaying it on the screen. Because the way I usually play is that I will just destroy everything. So I feel I kind of play more like a kid than like an adult who will just go for the goal.
Yeah.
How do you prefer to play?
I'm the same. I just like to break every little thing in the level. See, I like to try and get my brick multipliers before I get to the end. So, like, you can get all the cool stuff a lot quicker. But, you know, we cater for everyone, and it's cool that everyone plays in a different way.
Another thing that LEGO games are well known for is collectibles.
Oh, yeah.
How many minifigs? What are we collecting this time around?
Oh, you're collecting mini kits, you're collecting studs, upgrades to the vehicles, gold bricks. I mean, yeah, the count is endless. Trust me, you're going to be constantly finding new things for years to come.
So in the original LEGO Marvel, we were hunting for like Stan Lee. Are there going to be missing famous faces that we should be looking out for?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh.
Maybe there'll be some which reference the different brands we have in there. I don't know. You'll have to play the game to find out.
When can we get our hands on it, and for which platforms?
It's the end of September this year, and it'll be major platforms: PS3, PS4, Xbox One, 360, and Wii U.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much for joining me. That's LEGO Dimensions out later this year. Make sure you don't go anywhere. More awesome games coming right up.